MUT 43 Maya Wanvisa Goldman ส่วนสูง170เซนติเมตรน้ำหนัก51กิโลกรัม Each day I'm so grateful to be alive. I love myself first, then the people, animals, and the world around me.
There's a very fine line between reality and fantasy. Fantasy is something that is in our minds. Therefore, the question rises, is fantasy fake or does it actually exist? Because if you look at the world around us, this shopping mall, the technology we've created, the economy we've created, it all is something that started with our mind. And this mind was followed with action, and this action was then turned into reality. Therefore, what is the line between fantasy and reality? Is fantasy really a fantasy, or is it a dream in our mind and something that is actually really weird because it exists in here?
It's just for you to really open more about it, talk about it, says a lot how your country is, fast moving forward when it comes to being open-minded when it comes to these things. And you seem to be very unapologetic about it. So yeah, for sure there's a reason why you have a tattoo. There's a meaning to it, right? So I mean, probably it's from a life experience. Yeah. So yeah,
Of course.
Wow, I really find you so refreshing right now to talk about these things because Thailand is a very homogeneous, I consider Thailand to have a very homogeneous society.
In what sense?
Your nation has never been conquered before. It's landlocked, so you could really see the appreciation that you guys have for your culture, arts, fashion. So you guys hardly speak English because you really patronize and love your own language. So for you to talk about it, I kind of find it very candid and refreshing. Wow, Thailand, wow, you are representing the new face of Miss Universe Thailand. So my next question is, how do you feel if a lot of people, for sure, you might be encountering a lot of Thai pageant fans who might say that, okay, she doesn't look Thai at all because of your Western upbringing. So what can you say about it? That you're a half Thai, half Argentinian model. So how do you feel when people say that you don't look Thai, or you're not Miss Universe Thailand material enough just because of your looks and background?
Honestly, it hurts every time. I've walked down streets before, where especially during COVID, we could not travel unless we were a Thai citizen. And I've heard a man literally shout at another man who wanted to take me and my friends because he was allowed to. He said, do you believe them that they're Thai? Did you ask to see their ID card? Why would you even take the risk? And it hurts because I feel Thai, honestly. I may not think 100% like a Thai person, but I grew up here for most of my life, and it feels very strange to feel like an alien sometimes. But I do believe that in Bangkok, people are a little bit more open now, at least in Bangkok, in some places of the north as well in the south. But they've gotten more used to the idea that now you can be Thai, but you might not really look that Thai, It still hurts. It still hurts, but people do it less. And you just gotta get used to it, There's always something, I believe, in a country. There are always some people that might look down upon it, or they might not like it, But I mean, let's be honest, I was in the BTS one time about last year, and I saw a group of people who looked very, not to be stereotypical, but they looked like very classic Asian, maybe from Vietnam or from China. So even me, as open-minded as I am, I was very pleasantly surprised when they spoke in fluent French. And I mean, grew up in France, probably have a French nationality kind of French, So the world is changing, and I'm not the only person dealing with this. I'm sure they probably had to deal with people saying, where are you from? Are you sure you're not from Asia, you know, because they sounded to me like they were French. Even mentally, they sound French to me. So, yeah.
Yeah, the world is really getting smaller because of,
It
open
is.
borders, yeah, and
Yeah.
interracial marriages. Yeah, so so I'm curious now. How are you preparing for the competition? Like,
Okay.
you have, for assuming you get as an official, assuming you become an official candidate next week, you'll
Hmm.
be definitely exposed to a whirlwind of activities leading up to the coronation night on October 10th. So yeah, how are
Yeah.
you preparing for this, physically, mentally, spiritually?
So, so mentally and spiritually, I wake up early every morning. I like to aim for 6 or 7, sometimes 5. And every morning I do this activity inspired by Tony Robbins, actually, where you breathe in 4 times, breathe out 4 times, and then you walk
Uh-huh.
around and you give affirmations to yourself. Whatever it is you want. I am patient. I am kind. I am confident. That's one thing I do. I write 3 things I'm grateful for every day, every morning. 3 things I'm grateful for that happened yesterday, and 3 things that I want for the day. Can be a personal objective, can be something external. I say I want to feel confident today, or I want to feel excited. So that's mentally and spiritually. I also do a lot of visualization and meditation. For the physical parts, I work out every day with a 1 day break every 2 weeks. I'm exercising. I'm going for the Candice Swanepoel kind of body, ideally. Hopefully, I can reach the target. Something, everyone's body is different, you know. My body is very different, but it helps to have a kind of clear objective so I can get closer to it. And I'm practicing my walk, I'm practicing my talk. I'm having this interview with you right now, which honestly is also practice, you know. It's practice with speaking. So that's great. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mainly
wait,
it.
when you talk about your mental preparation earlier, is it because, yeah, you said you meditate a lot? Is it
Mhm.
because of your um? Because I heard you speak about, I saw you talk about Dalai Lama in your YouTube interview
Yes.
on Miss Universe Thailand. Does it have something to do with it? What's your religion?
Not necessarily. I would like to think I'm kind of in the middle. I believe in all religions. Okay. My mom is Buddhist, my dad is Jewish. So you can imagine I've gotten to see different aspects of these 2 religions. I am close to a family who's Christian, and I do believe in the higher power. Call it God if you want, call it the power of the universe, call it the law of attraction, whatever it is. I think ultimately they're one and the same. It's this higher energy field, you
Being-
know, which can be your God. There's a higher something, a higher power, a higher meaning to our life. So I'm in between religions, you know. I guess on paper I'm Buddhist, but I
Mhm.
prefer to look at myself as more, I see the beauty in every religion, and I believe every religion exists and is real to the person if they believe it. Does that answer your
All
question?
right. Yes, yes. Because I'm just so dumbfounded with everything that I heard on your with everything that I just saw
Oh,
and heard on your interview on Miss Universe Thailand YouTube channel. That's why I'm trying to ask those little questions that I have for myself now that I'm getting the chance to talk to you. So
you're so
yeah,
sweet.
having is it part of your strategy to cut your hair short for it
No.
this time around? Because back in 2013, look, you still have long hair even during
Mhm.
when you were 19 years old, so long hair. So yeah, is there a story behind your short hair this time around?
So actually, it was part of my strategy to keep my hair long in the past because I knew that that's what they were looking for. I've always wanted short hair. I just never had the courage to do it, you know. Because beauty, you know, especially in the modeling world, it's great to have long hair. It makes it easier to find jobs with modeling. So my short hair came about because I finally had the courage to cut my hair. You know, when I was younger, I think I was around 16 years old. I asked my mom if I could cut my hair short, and she said, "Are you sure? It's better not. You're not going to get that many modeling jobs. You know, it's just keep your hair long. It's gorgeous." Which I agree, it is gorgeous. Long hair is also gorgeous. But I feel like short hair, at least right now at this moment, is more me, just right now. And I do believe that every 10 years, our physical appearance changes based on the inside, you know. And honestly, short hair could be seen as a disadvantage because it's not the standard Thai beauty, you know, yet at least. But I'm trying to look at it positively and just say, I mean, it's just me. And honestly, if you don't choose me because of my short hair, what matters is I'm being me. So I will have no regrets.
How many years have you been sporting your short hair?
It's been like 8 months now, I would say.
8 months
I think I
now.
cut
All
it.
right.
Yeah, I would cut it at the beginning of this year. You have to go back through my Instagram history. It's been a
Yeah.
while. Yeah.
But for us, I think it's really making you a standout in the competition as early as now, because no
Really?
one, yeah, because you're I don't know, I'm not a hairstylist, so what do you call your hair? Because it's kind of wavy, curly, short. Is it
Yes.
a bob cut? I'm not even sure, but it's quite different from the girls who have been rocking their short hairdos in Miss Universe, both in
Mm-hmm.
Thailand and in the mother organization. It's quite different. It's curly. It's something different, something refreshing we've never seen before. So at the onset, you will really stand out because of
Mm-hmm.
how you look, how you package yourself right now. And then when they hear you talk or speak, all the more they'll be interested to know, oh, what is this girl doing? Oh,
I hope so.
she could talk with a lot of sense and substance. Yeah, because the reason why I really find I keep saying this word refreshing. The reason why I keep saying this word refreshing is because Thai contestants, as you know as well, Miss Thailand has been relatively doing well in Miss Universe.
They
In the
have.
past few years, they have been
Mm-hmm.
getting closer and closer to the crown. I feel like it's within a matter of time before Thailand gets its third Miss Universe crown. But the thing is, they have always been stopped short at the
Mm-hmm.
top five segment of the competition because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is it something to do of the jitters, the nerves that they feel during the Q&A round? So whenever a potential a potential girl like you or an applicant like you shows there, it's like, whoa, are we even sure that this girl is joining Miss Universe
No.
Thailand and not unspoken? So yeah, assuming you become the winner this year, there's no doubt you will easily breeze all the speech components and the Q&A segments combined of the competition because you really could articulate yourself well. So is there also how are you also preparing for this aspect of the competition?
The question, right? Q&A.
Yeah. Yeah, how are you also preparing for the Q&A
Yeah.
round?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm doing a lot of research. Actually, I'm reading in the history of all the questions ever asked. However, I've read, maybe Natalie Glebova. She was Miss Universe at some point, and I read one of
Yes.
her ebooks where she mentions, yeah. Sorry, you may be lagging a little bit. I interrupted you
Oh.
there.
Oh, sorry.
Hear me?
Yeah. Natalie
It's all
Glebova, you
good.
read her
No,
ebook.
it's just, excuse me if I interrupt you.
It's okay, no
Yes,
worries.
I read the ebook, and she says, she said that the first time around, she also competed in Miss Universe Canada, and the first time around, she prepared so much that she did so much research to see how winners in the past have responded to questions. And so when it came to the Q&A section and she responded to a question, she responded in a way that she thought, based on her knowledge, this could bring her the crown. And the first time around, she did not win Miss Universe Canada. However, the second time around, she decided, I'm going to respond as myself. I'm going to be my most genuine, authentic self and prepare. So my way of studying based on her information is I'm reading the questions, but instead of seeing how the previous Miss Universes or how the previous Miss Universe Thailands have answered, I go through the answer by myself in my head, how I would personally responded, just so I can practice the way it comes out. It's still me. It's just more perhaps getting used to answering these questions. And I do believe that when the moment comes, as much as you practice, it doesn't really matter in the sense that something you might be thinking a concept in your head, but the wording is going to be different. And I've experienced this firsthand. And even my friends in Miss Universe Thailand, we practiced so hard to answer certain questions, but in the end, we all said, but when it came out so different. The idea was still there, but the way we answered was just very different, because I think in that moment, instincts take over. So it's just, as long as you have the concept in your head, this is the message I want to send out, it will just shine through. And that's how I practice. Research, but that's where meditation comes in, with the understanding that I'm still me, and I'm not going to win if I copy someone else's question. That's the gist of it. It's not going to happen.
It's always about being authentic.
Exactly. Because they want difference. I mean, they're not going to give it to someone who was the same as Tunzi last year. They're not going to give it to someone who was the same as Demi, for example, because she's already won. They're looking for something else, That's what I think.
Oh, speaking of those beauty title holders, who's your favorite Miss Universe? Which beauty queen do you look up to, or who is your favorite Miss Universe Thailand or Miss Universe winner?
So I have a few, actually. One is from, I would say 2 are from Thailand, of course. And then I also have someone from overseas, because they're just different. Thailand, I absolutely love Pipui, of course. She won the previous Miss Universe title for Thailand. And then I also love Pitwan, who is Farun Yutitam. She got top 15 in the Miss Universe pageant. She was also 2007, exactly. Yeah, you remember. Good on you. And she was also my mentor. So that's a more personal thing. Very long time ago, like 7 years ago. And international, I would say, honestly, I really love Tanzi. She is Zozibini Tanzi. She is refreshing. She's competed in the past. She chose to go with short hair. She is very authentic. She's not saying, I want to empower women. She's more acting in a way that's empowering, I feel. Of course, I think it's normal to say, like, I hope this is an inspiration, but I think it's more convincing when you are the inspiration. It's kind of hard to explain. And she very much embodies that, I think. She's very outspoken as well. I love that about her.
Yes, we too. We love her. I know a lot of people may not like her brand of beauty. Her beauty may not be everyone's cup of tea, but she's so refreshing,
She is.
Yeah, people find her because we're so used to seeing a lot of blondes, Barbie doll looking girls getting crowned.
Exactly.
So if someone like her gets crowned, people raise their eyebrows and talk, dirty behind her back that she isn't qualified. So, do you think beauty ideals are now changing in the beauty landscape? Do you think this is a trend that we will be seeing in the long term, or do you think this is just going to be a phase?
I hope it becomes a trend, honestly. I'm not saying that every girl should cut their hair short, but I'm saying that it might be nice to have something different every year. Some women feel they're most confident with long hair, and that's okay. However, women who feel most confident in short hair, there should not be a problem with that as well, And I hope that, with feminism, perhaps you've heard, feminism, now women are gaining more power throughout the world. But there are some issues, especially in Europe, where women who choose to be housewives, who want to be housewives and feel they're most confident and empowered as housewives and mothers, they're being looked down upon because that's their choice. And I think it's the same with beauty ideals. If you feel the most confident with long hair, keep the long hair. However, I do not personally encourage fillers, and like Botox and stuff. I don't personally encourage that, at least not in the long term. And one of the problems with those things is they can become very addictive, Try it once, sure. But if you want to do it for the rest of your life, keep in mind that there are some serious consequences that are actually dangerous to you, you know? So does that answer your question?
Yes, a lot.
Mm.
So you're not. So you're very open. You're very open to cosmetic surgery.
Open. I personally would prefer not to do it for myself, but I do not judge women who want to do it as long as they're aware of the consequences and how it can affect them. Because I do understand that some women want to be beautiful and they might not feel beautiful, but I do encourage women to see the beauty in themselves regardless, you know. But, you know, there are some cases where women, they're born misfigured. You know, they might have some misfigures in their face or they got into an accident. In that case, I am highly supportive that, yes, if your face suddenly got disfigured and it's not, you know, something happened, then absolutely, you know, you want to look as normal as you can.
Mhm.
Yeah, but there are some serious consequences, so just be careful. That's it.
Oh, I wanna ask you more questions. Like, but I wanna pick your brains more. But we're almost talking for 1 hour now.
Yes.
So yeah, everyone's loving your candor, your warmth. They say Zin Abby Gutierrez says you're so real. I think that's the key word, authentic.
Oh,
Everyone loves for you for who. I think he's Filipino, and he's just also probably
oh,
as blown as away as I am from where I am sitting right now here in
thank
Manila.
you. That's
Yeah. So,
that's
uh,
very sweet.
yeah, because listening to you right now, it seems like, pageants like Miss Universe Thailand organization is really making huge strides in selecting its candidates, in holding its annual uh, pageants. So, do you think at this time we're facing a pandemic right now? Do you think that pageants like Miss Universe Thailand are still relevant at this time?
Absolutely. There, of course, we have a huge pandemic right now. People in the world are still dying. You know, I heard last week in 24 hours, it increased from 250,000 cases to 25 million in such a short period of time globally. Okay. So it's a huge pandemic. However, I think that Miss Universe is relevant in the sense that Miss Universe can bring hope. You know, Miss Universe can and the local Miss Universes as well, Miss Universe Philippines, Miss Universe Thailand, they can bring hope. It They can remind people that this is just a phase. We as a human species will survive. We need to try our best to raise everyone up, to remind them of the hope that there is, you know, to spread the love, which is all my ultimate message actually. Whatever issue, let's just find a way to spread love. And Miss Universe, the platform, has the capacity to spread this love. And it's not just all positive, you know, yeah, the world is awesome, but to kind of say people are dying. It's a very difficult period. Some of us are struggling financially. Some people are losing their jobs. However, there is hope. Do not give up hope. Simple like that. Just don't give up hope, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. And on that note, thank you so much for doing this interview with us. It really feels so good to have you on board with us at this morning.
Thank you.
Um, yeah, can you, as a last question, can you give a shout out to all your new fans, converts, followers, Thai followers, most especially, who will be cheering for you, who will be rooting for you, especially next week when the announcement of top 30
Ah.
happens. Yes.
Mhm. Shout out to you guys, all of you, every single one of you. I see the comments here. Thank you so much for your support. It is an honor to be here talking to you right now in front of you. It is really a blessing. And you're awesome. You're all amazing. Don't forget that. You are all amazing. You go get it. Whatever your goal is, go get it. So thank you.
But can I say that you kind of look like, there are some people who say that you look like Maria Erin from different
Marie.
angles. Do you see the resemblance? Maria Erin, the 2017 Miss Universe Thailand winner.
The 2017 from Which
Yeah, she's
country was she
also a
from
half.
again?
No. I mean, she's a halfie like you. She's half Thai, half Denmark, Danish. Sorry,
Ah, Maria.
Maria
Right. Maria from
Putlerlap.
Miss Universe Thailand. I see.
Yeah, some people are saying you kind of
Yeah,
look
yeah.
like her from some angles. So yeah, you have really huge potential.
Maybe.
Yeah,
A little
yeah.
bit, perhaps.
So before I let you
Thank
go,
you.
can we just give a shout out to our viewers, followers who are so mesmerized by your beauty and eloquence right now? Clinton Gervasio, he is from the Philippines.
Oh,
Maya is very well spoken. Siya sana panlaban. Okay, he just said, I hope he will be the one to be fielded for the Miss Universe competition. Um,
thank you.
Daraga Albay from the
Thank you.
Philippines is saying, woman of substance, not just beauty. I want Maya to wear the
Oh,
tie
thank you,
sash
Daraga.
as early as now. Clinton also
Oh,
adds, great answer. Oh my God. You are now my bet to be Thailand's representative to Miss
oh,
Universe. Very gorgeous and brainy. And can we give a shout out to Kanpet
thank
Waraport?
you.
Maya, with those black heart emoticons.
Hi.
Maya, I'm rooting for you. Just couldn't
Oh,
say, couldn't let it all out. Clinton Gervasio, thank you. Joey Agustin Saison is also saying, you're so eloquent. Crown her now. And even Frank. So, yeah,
oh,
getting
thank
so much
you.
positive response, good feedback from this interview. I think this will really help you go further in the
I hope so.
competition, assuming you become an official candidate of the
Thank
Miss
you.
Universe Thailand pageant very, very soon. Very well spoken. She's so beautiful watching all the way from Bacolod, Philippines. On that,
Oh,
Maya, thank you. We couldn't thank you enough for giving us the time and effort in doing this interview with us on Sash Factor. I wish I could talk to you longer, but I know you're gonna have a very long day ahead of you. So stay
yes.
safe and hydrated.
Thank
From the
you.
bottom of our hearts, we really wish you luck
Thank
as
you.
on your as you try to make it to the official 30 candidates next week.
Thank you.
There's no doubt that you're one of the girls that a lot of people are keeping an eye right now. So for sure you will be able to hope that you will be able to sustain that interest, that
I hope
momentum
so.
going on for you. Yeah, beautiful and very eloquent. You're so
Thank you.
refreshing
Thank you
for
so much,
for
Adam.
Miss. Yeah. So, uh, thank you guys for tuning in. It has been such a wonderful uh time getting to know this lovely contestant from Miss Universe Thailand, and it is our hope that we will see her in the next few weeks to come as she shows her capabilities and worth for the title of Miss Universe Thailand this year. All right, guys, thank you so much. Maya,
Thank
virtual hugs and
you.
kisses all the way from Manila right now. You're
Thank
so
you so much,
stunning.
Adam.
Keep shining. Just keep being you. Just continue doing you. Be
I will.
unapologetic with everything what you do. And for sure, you'll shine even more in the competition.
Thank
All
you so
right.
much, Adam.
Thank you, Maya. Can you last words to all your fans before we end this?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, all of you, for your support. Thank you for being here with me today. I will try my best and keep fighting for it. Don't forget how important and special you are. And thank you so much to Adam, the lovely host who's had me here today, as well as Sash Factor. Thank you so much for having me here today. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, all of you.
We've been covering Miss Universe Thailand for the past few years, and it sucks I won't be able to go there because of this stupid pandemic.
Oh, well,
yeah, so so on that note, thank you so much, Maya. God bless you. Hope to
you
hear
too.
from you soon. God
Thank
bless.
you.
Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye.